Hello and welcome back. My name is V and today I would like to talk a little bit about my second playthrough of Final Fantasy VII. Now, people normally do reviews after their first playthrough and give their thoughts on the game and whatnot, but for many reasons I feel like this was actually my first playthrough, which is the reason why I'm recording this video and why I want to talk about it. If you happen to be new here on the channel, do make sure to subscribe if you like Final Fantasy and JRPGs. Leave a like on the video and let me know in the comments whether you've played Final Fantasy VII, either original or remake or rebirth or anything of the sort, and how you feel about it. Now, just for context, the first time that I played Final Fantasy VII was about maybe 3 or 4 years ago, and in comparison to this playthrough that I just finished, it was a very underwhelming playthrough. So I went through the game, but I only ever went through the main story. I didn't get any of the side characters, final weapons, final limit breaks. I didn't kill any of the ultimate weapons, didn't do anything of the sort, and I felt like I finished the game and I dragged it out, admittedly, but after finishing I moved on to remake and then I played rebirth as well when it came out, so I felt like I understood the story but maybe not as well as I could have. This time around I got so much more out of the game, and this was primarily because of the mods that I was using. So I was using an Echo S mod made by Tsuna Mods and the team, which is essentially a massive project where the entire community came together and gave every single NPC and person in the game a voice. So the game, the original game, is fully voice acted, and it's an incredible transformative experience for Final Fantasy VII in my opinion. Apart from that, I used other mods as well, and I think I'll provide the list somewhere on screen when I finish recording the video. So there are mods that helped with the graphics, that helped with the world map, which looked much bigger and easier to navigate, and there were a few other things, but overall it felt like a different experience altogether, which is why it in a way feels like a new playthrough. So this time around I was determined to get more out of this playthrough, and just for context, my partner Neon Genesis is a Final Fantasy VII speedrunner, and he actually helped me a lot with this. This is his favorite game of all time, and I wanted to experience my partner's favorite game in a proper way. So what he did is he provided me with some gentle, non-spoilery notes and suggestions on what I could do, where I could go, to essentially get something that I've never gotten before. So I would never know what I was gonna get, but there were times when I would feel like I'm doing some sort of an invisible side quest, and that was quite nice. It was such a great experience, and I feel like I actually, for the first time, saw Final Fantasy VII for what it actually is. Now, I spent a long time watching Final Fantasy VII speedruns, and even though I feel like I'm familiar with the game, my own playthrough actually helped me understand both the speedruns and the game casually in itself much better. Echo S was fantastic, and this is my high recommendation if you haven't played through the game with Echo S. It doesn't sound janky, it doesn't sound amateurish, even though almost none of the voice acting crew are professional voice actors. The game voiceovers were done in a very professional way with sound effects. If for example, if a person is in the tunnel, you can hear a filter over their voice. Everything was thought of, and I think that a lot of love and effort was put into this project, so it was amazing. Be sure to check it out. I will link my entire playthrough in the pinned comment of this video as well, so that you can take a look for yourself and decide if this is something that you want to do. Modding Final Fantasy VII on PC is very easy. You can use the Seventh Heaven launcher, which is very easy to install, very intuitive, and you essentially just download the mods that you want to use from the launcher itself. You toggle them and you play with it. There's no science to it whatsoever. So I did that, and just for context, this was my first modded playthrough ever. I don't mod games, I just play them as they are. But this was such a good experience that it made me consider maybe modding some of the other games that I've never played in their entirety modded before. I modded some games on occasion just to try them out, but I never did a modded playthrough, so this was quite nice and very, very transformative for the entire game. What's funny is that the first time around when I played through FF7, the game felt like it was really long, but this time around it felt short. What I mean by that is I took the time to get the side characters like Vincent and Yuffie to go around and get ultimate weapons, limit breaks, not all, but most of them. And then I felt like I didn't really have the time to play around with everyone or everything. So I feel like this is where the replayability of Final Fantasy VII comes in, as I just didn't get to experience other teams, and I ended up just having Barret and Tifa in my final team battle, which is something that I said to myself I won't do, that I will have Yuffie or Vincent or Sid or Red or Kate Sith or someone in the party, but I didn't end up leveling them as much as I wanted to, and didn't see still their, you know, final limit breaks or weapons or something like that, even though I did get them. So that was kind of a weird experience. I could have gone around maybe farming, experimenting, doing other things, but for most things in the game, apart from like the ultimate weapon, not the ultimate weapons, but like Ruby weapon and the Emerald weapon, which I still haven't beaten. Now this is something that I'll come back to for sure. I felt like for everything else, I was too OP with the stuff that I went out of my way to get, and that includes the Omni Slash, the 2 we summon materia or whatever it's called that allows you to summon something twice. I got Knights of the Round, which was an absolute pog, and from the moment that I got Knights of the Round, all this other stuff, quad magic and all this materia, it just didn't feel like I had anything to do in the game that would feel like a little bit of I guess a challenge or something. So I think that the game is still, for me, worth replaying so that I can play with Red, play with Sid, with Vincent and Yuffie, and maybe just have these party members be my main party at some point so that I can actually experience them properly. So that's just what I think is really funny. It's like if you get everything in Final Fantasy VII, there's just no way you're not going to beat the boss fight. There were some people who, you know, came into the chat and even said something like, oh, but when I go into this zone, I make sure that I'm at 9999 HP, I don't know, 999 MP, that I'm level, I don't know, 60, 70 or whatever. I really don't think that's necessary. I think that your party can be OP regardless, and if you want to just finish the game, you absolutely can. It's not a difficult game, and I felt like it was the first time around when I played it. I just don't think I played it properly or with any sort of knowledge. Again, this is where Neon helped me a lot, and I was able to get some things and combine some things that I didn't know how to do the first time around, and there was no way for me to know. I didn't know about the combo of like Tifa with the Power Soul and Curse String and Death Blow and Added Cut, and on top of that maybe using Hades materia and basically just you know, putting it on armor with an, I think it was like added element that stopped her from dying essentially with the curse ring. So I was doing some of these things that essentially just helped me zoom through the game. So if you use some of these broken combos, you're just going to be broken, and they're not that hard to get. But overall, I enjoyed the game very, very much, and I think that I got so much more out of this playthrough. So I just wanted to make this little video, talk about it a bit. Thank you if you were around for my journey. if you enjoyed it and if you helped me out a little bit. I really liked playing this for the second time on stream because there were no spoilers, and I actually quite appreciated what you would call backseating. So it was quite nice to play with you and to get suggestions on, oh, maybe we can get this this materia or this enemy skill or this or that, because I was kind of on a collection grind. I didn't get everything, but I got a good amount of things, and I think we were all happy to like get things out of the game that I didn't get before. So that was quite nice, and it felt like a community project in a way, so I really appreciate that. I think I really want to experience other Final Fantasy games in this way as well. So as soon as Tuna Mods and the team have the Echo S ready for Final Fantasy VIII, Final Fantasy IX, anything of the sort, I will definitely be on board, and I might be replaying the games on stream, as well as I had a very similar experience to playing Final Fantasy VII for the first time. Quite underwhelming playthroughs, and I would love to replay it again. Actually, no need for a replay of something like Final Fantasy X, because there is voice acting, but even with 10, I had this underwhelming playthrough where I only just went through the story, so I think I'm gonna do 100% FF10 playthrough, just because I speedrun Final Fantasy X as well, and I still feel like I don't know enough about the story. And similarly, I've never gotten all of these extra summons or weapons or limits or whatever you want to call them, anything of the sort. I just never got them, so I think that that would be one of the next cool projects that we're gonna do. Thank you for being there, for enjoying the playthrough with me, for watching this video. Let me know in the comments if you would like to see any of the games that I've played here on the channel replayed in this way. I actually enjoy it quite a bit, so I would definitely be down for it. In the meantime, subscribe if you're new, like the video, and I will see you next time. Take care, and bye bye.